Hey guys, it's Nian here, and I am bringing you one of the semi-finals of the ASUS Republic of games. I've already casted the finals and one of the other games. I think it was a quarterfinal. And this one's going to be between FnaticMoon, who is the red Zerg up in the top corner of ESVTSL for Cloud Kingdom. And then down in the bottom corner we have SKMC. And for those of you who actually watch a tournament and or have seen the video that I did showing the finals, it'll be obvious to you who's won, but I won't spoil it for those that haven't. Scouting Overlord going over just to see what's going on in MC's base, and going to just be droning up for now. Put production tab on so we can see all the droning and overlording and pyloning and probing. So I'm using probing as in the double mealing because he's also using it to send a probe there. But we've also got some overlords, and I think 3 of those 4 have double entendres, as in double meanings. Probing, droning, overlording, but I don't think pyloning. But scouting probe for MC doesn't really see anything of note, although it might be considered of note to see nothing of note. And there's a spawning pool, so he'll know that or FnaticMoon is going for a fairly standard opening 15 pool, and 2 overlords making their way to MC's base. MC going forward fast expand, which is pretty understandable given that he's against a Zerg, and the best tactic versus Zerg, forge fast expand. Looks as though he's also going to try to pop down a pylon to deny the expansion for FnaticMoon. I'm going to keep getting confused because it's he's using I think it's either a Smurf or a friend's account. I say a friend's account, someone on a team that was there. But FnaticMoon, by the looks of it, decided to go for the expansion at the 3rd, which completely renders the probe denying the natural useless. So, expansion's gone down, Queen's getting produced, and as well as 2 scouting lings presumably, and that looks as though it'll be a full wall off once that pylon's done. Slightly surprised there's not been a cannon down yet, because that's what usually happens. And he sees the 2 Zerglings coming, and there goes the cannon. So he just wanted confirmation that the Zerglings were coming before he put a cannon down, because it's useless just plastering your wall in with cannons and then have about 20 Mutalisks just sweep in from the back and just ravage your probe line, which I have had done to me on the past 4 times I've played either PVZ or TVZ. Because I have switched to random instead of being just Protoss. And the Queen moving down to get ready to inject into either one or the other expansions. I presume that one, because that one's barely done at the moment. But Cybercore going down for MC there, yes, to do an additional wall off. So you can never wall off too many times against Zerg. But supply depot going depot. Going to remain there because no point in really doing anything. No Zealot yet, I don't think. Nope, no Zealot for MC, so presumably he's not expecting that much of a Zerg rush. But I've not actually read up much on Moon, so I'm not sure what he's sort of notable for. But it looks as though that Queen's going to start making its way down to that expansion, and it should get there when it's roughly done, thanks to Queen's absolutely abominable speed on creep. Off creep, sorry. But fairly good, well, at the moment he's just getting his creep spread up running, but I assume that we're going to get a decent amount of creep spread. Pylon going down near the Nexus, so presumably we're going to have a cannon in just to prevent Mutalisks, because Mutalisks are annoying. I've played about 3 PVZs or TVZs in a row, and Mutalisks are at the moment just being the bane of my life. Looks though he might have slightly overdroned on this in anticipation of the double extractor, so presumably it's going to clear up into a more organised mineral line. at some point in the future. And pylon, Overlord coming over, checking there's nothing in the main. However, I think he might have been able to see. He's not seen the Cybercore, but I think at this point it will be presumed that he's going for a Cybercore. And Stargate, so presumably he's going to do some of the Phoenix harass that he is famous for. He could quite easily take out that Overlord, well, with that Stalker, and then take out the other one. Oh no, he's going for a Void Ray, so as well as Ground Weapons 1. So presumably we are going to see some Void Ray play. Slight Void Ray rush here. But the Sentry going to start to try and tickle that Overlord down. Will it be able to get it? The Stalker's begun to step in. And the Sentry gets a kill, I think. Yes, Sentry got the kill. Which supply blocks Moon. However, he has another Overlord coming out. And Ling speed going down as well as an Evo chamber. And Phoenix is on the way, so it will be Phoenix Void Rays that are going to come out. And that should be pretty effective, because at the moment I think the only things that Moon has to defend against this are Queens. And they are going to get shot that well, they can get lifted up first, which renders them useless, and then the Void Ray will just finish them off. But I think the Overlord must have spotted them. And we have 2 Spore Crawlers on the way there. And is the other one in the main? No. It is not in the main. It is over here. So presumably he's not expecting much in the main. But the Void Ray beginning to do some damage to some Overlords. And the Spore Crawler has finished up, which will push MC back. And Queen deciding to be a bit intrepid and running away slightly. Well, not running away, but running towards. So now I think that might have been a slight fluke play from MC. And now, not fluke play, Duke play from MC. And he's now transitioned into getting 3 Warp Gates and also a Robo. So going up to 4 gate, possibly 5 gate Robo. And going to try and get it into a position. Yeah, I think he must have definitely tricked Moon, I suppose is the best term, because we've got Hydralisk coming out. But oh no, we don't have Hydralisk at the moment. He's got the Den, but those Phoenix getting away quite quickly. One gets taken out though. However, another one comes up to join, and how much damage did he do? Good units lost. Workers killed 3-1. So he did 3 workers worth of damage, which is not that much when you're Zerg. Looks as though this mineral line is definitely overdroned. Take that one and that one out. Yeah, he's overdroned by 1 or 2. So it's not that major, but it's still a bit of a problem. But this Void Ray is just gonna kill all these Zerglings, and it's actually driving them away from the tower. So, no vision for you! And Moon decides to pull back because he doesn't really want to lose any more Zerglings. I say anymore, he's only lost like 1. But, line of creep coming down from the 3rd. Not so much getting pushed from the natural though. So presumably he wants to attack down this alleyway, across this bridge, down across here, and up through the 4th. So, Phoenix trying to find an opening in the air defense, but I don't think there's going to be anything that forthcoming. And Hydralisk's coming, so yeah, going to be massive defense. And I believe that, Ventral Sacs, is that the one that allows Overlords to carry stuff? If you can find where it's being researched. Yes, it's allowing Overlords to carry units, so will we be able to see a Hydralisk or Roach or Ling drop? Which could be quite devastating. And there are some Lings moving out as well as some Hydralisks. He's got to be careful with this Void Ray because it's on about half health. Will he be able to do it? And the Void Ray goes down. So, slightly bigger loss for MC. If we look at units lost, MC's lost significantly less, but that Void Ray costs a ton. I think it's 250, 150. So a total of 400. And this is going to be a major push for FnaticMoon. And we can see the land shark or air shark. But by the look of it, Moon is just going to go all out. Oh, and MC needs to move his army back to his natural. But will he? Or is Moon going to try a two-pronged attack? Oh, here come the overlords. Are we going to see a mass drop? I'll turn health bars on so we can see the what's it called? Drop bars, that's it. Not drop bars, but the ones that let you see how many units are inside. Those things. And could this play actually finish the game? That is the question that I'm wanting to know. He's not picking up the Hydralisks in case there's some air units. But MC sees this. He's ready for it. Guardian Shields popped. Hydralisks, and they back out. Force fields at the ramp. Moon a bit indecisive there. He really needs to start picking off these overlords now. Will he be able to do it in time? Because one overlord goes down. But the drop, I think, have they dropped? Some of them have dropped, I think. Or some of them have just been killed. But there are Hydralisks going down. Yeah, MC's not losing that many. But Moon is losing quite a few. And MC is now beginning to lose units quicker after that Guardian Shield goes down. But the Overlords pulling back. That attack didn't go as well as was hoped. Those two Overlords coming out. But to no avail. And the Changelings sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And that Overseer is going to get taken out. The Changelings just providing a slight bit of map vision. And they die. But I think it might be a bit more effective if you're actually able to control Changelings as part of your army, but you don't know it. They're just sort of additional units, like free units, but they do no damage. Possibly something like Hallucination, except on your team instead of the opponent's team. So going to see another Overseer come out. I'm not quite sure why. There aren't actually any cloaked units out, I don't think, other than 2 observers. But back to production. Level 2, nope, 3 upgrades. I always get confused between the colours because they're different for Protoss and Terran and Zerg. But Warp Prism coming out, so possibly seeing some harass as well as a robotics facility, I think it is. No, robotics bay. I keep getting the two mixed up because not much difference between a bay and a facility. But one's different than the other. They could, I suppose, be interchangeable. But have we got any ground weapons? We've got ground level 1, so he's going for a major attacking player at the moment. But cannons everywhere at the 4th, just to make sure that he can actually defend it. And it looks as though we're going to see a small harassment type push. I won't really call it an all-out assault because it isn't. But I think he saw that army and decided to back away, because those 4 cannons and that army with 2 immortals isn't really something that, and a lot of stalkers isn't something that you want to go up against. Oh, but he tries to make his way in through the natural. This could go horribly for either player, because MC could blink in, and will the roaches begin to focus down? Blink micro going on. Force fields around the back. Roaches have no escape now. Immortals should start clearing them up quickly. Oh, but a gateway goes down. But Colossus comes out just in time. Will the Colossus be able to save the expansion? Roaches are going to be able to fire uphill. But blinks the stalkers in. MC might be able to push off this attack. But there's roaches at the 3rd, and MC might have to save his natural but lose his 3rd. Right, and now that's all finished up there. He needs to pull back to his third immediately. Guardian Shield goes up, protecting all those valuable Stalkers, and drives it back, but not before the third is destroyed. Roach's work done, they back off. And I think the probes are all transferring over to the fourth, but one cannon going to go down. However, some Roaches as well going to be casualties. Colossus with 1 kill, even though it's been out for quite a while. But quite a few kills between the Immortals, 16 of them. Oh, but Stalkers blink forward. Will they finish off the Roaches? No. Roaches are quicker, and now they're on creep. Ha! However, the Phoenix lift them up. He'll be able to get 2 Roaches at least. But the Colossus sprinting into the lead. Warp Prism able to warp in more units, as its name suggests. But the Roach from the back giving a slight surround. Deciding to take down the destructible rocks, because they're destructible. Why not? Providing an extra sort of, well, less chokey choke for the army to got through. Takes down the Spore Crawler in 2 shots. And I think this might be a good counter. The probes have been pulled. But he walls them off. This could be the end of, what's his name? Moon. I really shouldn't forget names like that. I keep wanting to think 4GG because of the double, sorry about that, the cast just fell, the fraps just decided to die. But, yeah, I always think of 4GG because of the double cross thing that they put in the Millennium title, and I always think, oh, that's Millennium's 4GG, because he's really the only player that I sort of, right, the only, and there's the GG from Moon. So MC takes game 1. It is a best of 3, I believe. So will we see? I keep going either saying set or 4GG. I should really stop doing that. It's either going to be Moon or MC. Moon needs to pull off a complete sweep, otherwise he will probably lose, because once MC builds up momentum, he can just go unstoppable. So Moon needs to pull it out of the bag now, or he will be annihilated, probably. But no, not really much other way to hold this off. Overlords, 10 Roaches apparently coming in. Still got some lava, but I don't think he'll have enough minerals to get anything. So I've been Ian, and I will see you in game 2.